Hello friends, in this video let's look at an inner class. A class defined within another class is called an inner class. The scope of inner class is limited to the scope of an outer class. This means that an inner class exists only when an outer class exists. The inner class has access to all the members of its outer class. We have two types of inner classes. One is static inner class and another one is a non-static inner class or a simple class. If you remember, for a class we can't have a protected or private access modifier. But for inner class we can have all the access modifier, either public, protected or private. We have an anonymous inner class which has no name, and this can be defined for a class, abstract class or an interface. Let's look at this practically. Here I have created an outer class, and within that I have defined a inner class which has one variable, that is inner variable, and I have assigned some value to it, and we have a display method which displays a message inner class. Here in the main method, let's try to access the display method of an inner class. Now here I will try to access the display method of an inner class. We have seen that an inner class has access to all the members of its outer class. Now let's try to access the outer variable, which is the variable of an outer class inside an inner class. For that, let's try to display this variable. Let's display both the variables. Let's run the program and look at the output. Here, the output shows the values of both the variables of inner class and outer class. This means that the inner class can access all the members of the outer class. But the reverse of this is not true. If I try to access the inner class variable in the outer class, it will give you an error. Now let's try to assign some value to this outer variable. Since outer variable is the instance variable of the outer class, you can assign a value to it. Now let's try to assign some value to the inner variable, which is an variable of inner class. And the compile time error says that the inner variable cannot be resolved or is not a field. So inner variable, that is the variable of an inner class, is not accessible to the outer class. The inner class can be defined as a static inner class. So I can write it as static inner class. Now, as we know that A static variable of a class can be accessed using the class name dot variable name. In similar manner, the static member of a class can be accessed using the class name dot the name of the inner class. Now let's try to run the program. Now this inner class can have all the access modifiers like public, protected, and private. If I make it private, it cannot be accessed outside the class. That's why it's giving you the error which says that the type outer.inner is not visible. Now let's look at an anonymous inner class. For that, I will define a class by name box, and I will have a method by name area which will display some message. Here I have defined a class box with a method area which will display some message like area of a box. Now let's try to create a anonymous inner class in this main method. Now this is the syntax of creating an anonymous inner class. Here I am creating the instance of a box and overriding the area method. Now I can use this box reference variable to call the area method of this anonymous inner class, and if you run the program, it should display anonymous and area of the box at the output, which is the message which is displayed by the method area which is overridden in this anonymous inner class. Also, the anonymous inner class can be defined for abstract class or an interface. This means that I can make it abstract this can be abstract, and we are defining this area method while creating the instance of a box. Similarly, we can have an anonymous inner class for an interface also. Again, we are again defining the abstract method in this anonymous inner class, and running the program would give you the expected result. This was all about the inner classes and anonymous inner class in Java. Thank you.